Greg Finn.
And I'm Jen Kate.
And it is officially Marketing O'Clock here at Cypress North, where we bring you all of the digital marketing news that you can use while giving you tangible takeaways for the week ahead. First up this week, Apple is looking to expand its advertising business with new network for apps. And what this is currently Apple has an ad network that generated, just a measly $1 billion last year for search ads, for people searching for apps. And this is a little bit different. This is essentially allowing folks to run Apple ads within their content. They're already talking to Pinterest and Snapchat. It's basically AdSense for Apple that they are looking into. And it's a good idea, a lot of inventory out there, and we need some more options out there. So something that we're looking ahead for, and seeing that it's AdSense for Apple, I think a fitting name might be AppSense. And that's just a free one for you there, Tim Cook, and maybe you can take it.
All right, up next is Bing Merchant Center news. It's going to make your life 10 times easier if you are using Bing Merchant Center. It is a Google Merchant Center import tool. So what this allows you to do is log into your Google Merchant Center account and then basically just take that product feed and put it right into Bing for you. Really great, really easy, really efficient. You don't have to worry about multiple files or uploading all the time. Also, if you do use Bing Merchant Center, you know that after 30 days that catalog does expire and your products will not publish, so you have to go back in there and update it again. But with this new feature, you actually have a scheduling option. So you can do that on a daily, monthly, weekly basis, whatever you'd like to do. Bing best practices say you should do it daily, and you now have that option to do it with the scheduling feature. So if you want to give that a try and test it out, that is going on right now. So I would go look at it. It's nice and easy and efficient.
Awesome. And while I'm giving away free names, I always thought this would be a better name for Bing Merchant Center. Shop Bing.
Oh,
pretty good, am I right?
Duh.
All right, and next up this week, there was an announced bug in the Yoast plugin, version 7.0. And the bug had inadvertently made images also create an attachment page along with the images, something that was being indexed. So the bug was taken care of once it was brought to the attention within one day, but you should definitely check and make sure if you're using that Yoast plugin that it is up to date. There's also a little bit of misreporting and kind of confusion around the fact that how important was this. There were some big ranking fluctuations in the spring here, and there was some thought that Yoast may have caused that, this plugin. It was pretty much debunked, and from Google, one of the statements was that sites generally shouldn't be negatively affected by something like this. We often index pages like this for normal sites, and they usually don't show up in search. If they do show up for normal queries, that's usually a sign that the site has other bigger problems. So if you've got Yoast on, I wouldn't worry. The only, I guess, silver lining is if you're doing just a terrible job at your own job, you now have somebody else you can blame other than you. But just make sure that your plugin is up to date and you're all set.
Nice. All right, next up, it was a big week for Google Posts. They are testing some different design and functionality treatments in the search results. So they were spotted in the wild in 3 different formats. The first one, we're going to pop up here for you, is a photo grid view. And basically what your posts are going to do is come in like an Instagram feed, kind of all together in a grid. You can click through to that. The second is more of a simplistic, minimalistic view. Basically all it says is view previous posts on Google. So that's that one. The arrow there you can see is pointing to it. And then the third one, the last one, is a carousel look, similar to mobile. You can hit that arrow, scroll through the different posts, and then at the bottom it just has a little detail about that post. So Google's always testing their products, always just trying to improve it for user experience. So we'll see if these testing result in any different changes in the format or anything like that. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And then also up in Google Posts is that they have 2 new features, which are pretty exciting. Product and offer options are now available. So the product posts are basically a great way for businesses to show products that they're either best sellers or a new product. And what you can do is make a post, and you can have a title, a photo, or a video, which is pretty cool. And then also include a CTA, product name, price, all those things will be available for you, and it'll appear right in the sidebar. And then also if your business is having a promotion, either a coupon or a promotion code, you can also make a post on that too. So same thing, image or video, title, start and end date to the promotion, coupon code, everything will be there for you. And I think this is great for businesses to really take advantage of. I don't think a lot of people take advantage of the Google Post options. It's just a great way to get that content out there directly into the search results and kind of entice that user to see your business, maybe click through to your website and maybe buy a product or a service from you.
Totally. And if you are an avid viewer of Marketing the Clock, we talk about this nonstop, and it's something that Google's really working on. So if you haven't invested in your My Business Center account, you should do that post haste.
Definitely. Free, organic, go for it.
All right, and then our last major story here is that Facebook is removing the trending feature. This is something that Facebook has been really taking a look at, is some of the political aspects and what's going on. It's a pretty controversial section that they had, and they released some news that only 1.5% of people actually clicked on that. So I guess it's good for just the main news, but never really got any usage there.
Yeah,
so,
I can attest to that because I actually had to look up where the trending on Facebook was. I totally realize it's up in the corner there now, but I never looked at it.
Yeah, well, you and 98.5% of people either. And they are releasing 3 new things. They're releasing a breaking news label, and they're testing that across 80 different publishers right now. They also had announced a few months back Today In, which is going to be like a local news hub. And then they also announced news video that's going to be coming that is unique video in their watch section. So they are still working on news. It is something to take care of, and if you're a publisher, but it's just not going to be in trending. And then the most meta thing ever is that Facebook talked about trending, and it was trending in trending, and they're announcing the fact that it's not going to be supported anymore in trending. So it was just a super meta moment that I really enjoyed. And now on to our lightning round. And first up, Google has also depreciated some news elements. All of these links here will be able to be found at our site, cypressnorth.com, or in the show notes below. And mainly standout tags, original source tags. There's not going to be any news crawl errors in Search Console anymore. But take a look at that if you're a publisher. Some of those items have been depreciated.
Another story is that Google AdWords adds on an add-on to Google Sheets. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Google Ads AdWords add-on. Google Ads AdWords add-on. Google Ads AdWords add-on.
Oh, then you're good.
There we go.
Basically, what you can do is connect your AdWords account to this and download data for reporting or analysis purposes. Really easy. You can pick your metric columns, date ranges, and it'll all be exported into a new tab for you right there. It is in beta, so you can check it out right now. That's also, again, in the description below, and see if it's useful to you.
Yep, and then to get the data, you just hit refresh, and it automates right into your sheet. And then lastly, Google had announced its AI principles, and this is some Skynet stuff here. And one of their principles that they will not participate in is weapons or other technologies whose principal purpose or implementation is to cause or directly facilitate injury to people. So at least you have that to look forward to when you're commanding Google to do your daily queries. So it's pretty interesting though, and from a marketing standpoint, they do talk about many of the things that they are trying to do. So again, check those out in the show notes. And lastly, it's time for our must-read marketing article of the week, and this comes from Cyrus Shepard, and it's over at zippy.com, and this is 100 plus Google SEO success factors ranked. And as you can see here, there is an interactive element to this where you can choose things that are of high importance, medium importance, low importance, and even negative. It's a really great guide and something that you should be distributing out to anybody, especially if they don't understand search or SEO in general. It's just a fantastic guide that's out there. So make sure to check that out. And that does it for today's show. It is officially not Marketing the Clock, but you can catch us here every week, and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any show. And you can get all of these links in the show notes below or at cypressnorth.com on our blog section. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.